Hey Tuesday Schoolers, Mr. Tim here. It is so good to see each and every one of you guys back. Last week was awesome as we talked about creation and how God created the world for you. And that was great. And we made some earths out of the coffee filters. And a lot of you guys sent those in to me. And they were tremendous. You guys did great. Way to go. I got a bunch of pictures in. So let's go and let's look at some of those pictures.
Yeah, look what I did. Thank you for my craft.
As we begin today, let's go and let's look into our bags. So if you want to pull our bags out, inside there, what you'll find is you'll find an envelope like this. Inside that envelope has your coloring sheets and a little bulletin here that gives you some games. So if you want to go and have some fun things to do, right there in your thing is this coloring sheet that goes with today's lesson, which is on Cain and Abel. And we're going to be talking about jealousy today. And then you'll have this thing that has different little activities you can do. So if you want to pull that out, you can take this time right now to do some of those things. It will be a lot of fun, so go ahead and do those things. And I'd love to see the pictures that you guys color. So if you want to send those in to me, I'd love to see those as well, okay? So go on and do that right now. Okay, as we get ready for some worship, here's what we got to do. We've got to warm up our voices, and so we can sing as loud and as good as we can. So let's start that off, and here's how we do that. I'm going to put my hands down low like this. And when I put my hands down low, you're going to sing very low. Go, low. Get that deepest, lowest voice you can. Just low. Right? And when I put my hands here, you're going to be in the middle. So you're going to go, ma. You give that like just a normal in between, not high, not low, but just a ma. And when I hold my hands up, you're going to scream as high and loud as you can, okay? So it'll be like, Loo, ma, ah! All right, and so that's what we're going to do. And so let's get that warm up ready. You ready? Here we go. So we can start with the Loo, ma. All right, awesome. I think you guys are ready to go. Let's start our worship.
I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. I'm in the Lord's army. I'm in the Lord's army. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. I'm in the Lord's army. I'm in the Lord's army. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir!
Well, oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
on roller skates.
on roller skates.
Oh, you can't get to
Oh, you
heaven
can't get to heaven
on roller skates. Oh, you can't get to heaven on roller skates. You roll right past those pearly gates. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. Oh, you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in a limousine.
in a limousine.
limousine. Or you can't get to heaven in a limousine. God don't got no gasoline. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. Or you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in a rocking chair.
in a rocking chair.
Or you can't get to
You
heaven
can't get to heaven
in a rocking chair. You can't get to heaven in a rocking chair. God don't want no lazy bones there. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. Or you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in a tissue box.
in a tissue box.
Or you can't get to
Oh, you
heaven
can't get to heaven
in a tissue box. Or you can't get to heaven in a tissue box. God don't want no dirty snots. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. Or you can't get to heaven
Oh, you can't get to heaven
in an orange canoe.
in an orange canoe.
Or you can't get to
Oh,
heaven
you can't get to heaven
in an orange canoe. Or you can't get to heaven in an orange canoe. God's favorite color is wildcat blue. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed. I've been redeemed
I've been redeemed
by the blood of the Lamb.
by the blood of the Lamb.
I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Filled with the Holy Spirit I am. All my sins are washed away. I've been redeemed.
This'll light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This'll light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Won't let Satan it out, I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let Satan it out, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Shine all over Grassy Creek, I'm gonna let it shine. Shine all over Grassy Creek, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to He belong. They are weak, but He is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so.
Hey kids, today's lesson is about jealousy. Do you know what the word jealous means? If you are jealous of someone, it means that they have something and you want it. They have something and it makes you angry at them because they have something that you want. And we become jealous about many, many things. You could become jealous because someone else gets a type of food you want or a candy you want. Maybe they have some toy that you think is really cool and you say, man, I wish I had that toy and I'm so upset they have and I don't have it. And that's jealousy, right? In today's lesson, we're going to learn about two brothers. The brothers' names are Cain and Abel. You see, Cain was a brother who what he did for a living was he farmed. He worked the land. He made crops. And Abel, he raised sheep and goats. And one day, they were going to bring God gifts to say thank you for all you've done for us. And Cain went and he took some of the crops he had. And he didn't take the best. He just took some crops. They had some leftovers and he brought them to God. But Abel took his best animals, his best of his flock, and he took them and he brought them and he gave those to God. Now you see, God was very pleased with Abel's sacrifice because Abel didn't just give him leftovers, but gave him the very best. And Cain became jealous of Abel because God was so happy with his sacrifice. You see, God likes it when we give our best. And so when Abel gave his best, he liked it a lot. But now Cain is all jealous. And he gets mad. And so what he does is he actually goes and decides he's going to hurt his brother because his brother was getting attention he wanted. And a lot of times when we become jealous, it causes us to do things that we shouldn't do. Maybe you get jealous because your brother or sister got a new toy and you really want that toy. And so what you decide to do is, that's it, I'm just going to take it. I'm going to take that toy. Or maybe I'm going to break in and neither of us will have that toy. And those are not good things to do. It's when we act in jealousy that we do these bad things. And so Abel decided he was going to hurt his brother, and he did. And God goes and he looks to Cain. He says, Cain, where's your brother? Because Cain looks at him and says, am I supposed to take care of him? Am I supposed to care for him all the time? And God says, what have you done to him? You see, God ended up having to punish Cain because of his jealousy. It made him do something he shouldn't do. And we need to make sure that we don't get jealous for other people, but we should be happy with the cool things they get. We should be happy for people when they get really cool things and not be jealous of them. It is our time for crafts, and Kaylin has done a great job at just getting us some crafts together for this. And so let's go and let's look in that. So pull out of your bag, go in your bag, and you're going to pull out this one right here, and you'll see some cotton balls, some a little paper ear right there, and a paper plate. Also, you'll need scissors out of your bag and this glue. And when we're done with this craft, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so inside that bag, what you're going to find is you're going to find some instructions, okay? And that's very important because this will tell you how to make those masks and make them look great for you guys. And I can't wait to see those masks. So let's see what we got to do here first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our paper plate and we're going to use the scissors to cut out the center of the paper plate. Once that's done, you're going to take the glue and you're going to wipe the glue and put some glue on the outside of that paper plate. You're then going to rip apart some of the cotton balls and you're going to place that on the glue of that paper plate. You'll take out the 2 teardrop ears and you're going to glue each one on the back of that plate. So those will be the ears. And then you'll go and you'll take the stick that is in that popsicle stick and you're going to glue that on the back of the stick as well. And now parents, if you do have hot glue, that works the best. But if not, this glue will work. It's a lot more sturdy if you use hot glue. So you'll put that tongue depressor on the back of this plate. And when that's done, you're going to have a mask to go and to show off, and you can go and you can be a little sheepish. So I'm excited to see those things. Make sure you take pictures, you send them to me, and we'll show them to everyone in the class next week. All right, Tuesday Schoolers, that's it for this week. We can't wait to have you guys back again next week. Once again, the video will be coming online at 9:30 in the morning on Tuesday, but you can watch it anytime after that. So I hope you all have had fun, and I can't wait to see you guys next week.